Ladies and gentlemen, friends and masters, welcome back to Global Conference of Meditation Leaders. I'm Shirisha B. Reddy, an advocate and a meditator since 2020. Having transformed myself through meditation, I'm now a volunteer at Budha CEO Quantum Foundation, extending a hearty welcome to all of you once again. I hope you all enjoyed the wholesome meal. And just like the variety in the meal, we have a diverse set of sessions curated for all of you this afternoon. So let's get ahead with all of them with focused attention and intent. For our first panel discussion this afternoon, we have Holistic Living Meditation Spar to Heal and Grow. This panel brings together distinguished physicians and academicians who will explore how meditation impacts not just the mind, but the body, emotions, and overall human health. Let me first invite our moderator for the session, Dr. Sai Kripa Sagar sir. He has over 30 years of experience in the IT industry, having worked with leading organizations like Motorola, Microsoft, Wipro, and Cognizant. He's a dedicated mindfulness practitioner and also a coach in mindfulness, breathwork, and neuroscience at Pyramid Valley International. He's also a trustee at Pyramid Valley International and currently the CEO of Quantum Coherence Technologies. Welcome, sir. It's my privilege to now invite our esteemed panelists. Let's welcome Dr. Gopalakrishna, founder and chairman of Spiritual Tablets Research Foundation, London. Known as a spiritual scientist, sir has developed over 500 spiritual tablets for physical, mental, and social well-being, helping thousands manage chronic conditions with minimal medication. Through this non-profit, he provides free spiritual healthcare services across 14 countries. We are very privileged to have you, sir. Welcome. Our next panelist is Dr. Lakshmi Newton, an MBBS doctor and co-founder of Quantum Life University. Ma'am is a passionate advocate of vegetarianism since the tender age of 2 years. She has been a constant companion of Dr. Newton and with over 3 decades of sharing his vision. They now have a vision to establish a global center for learning spiritual sciences along the lines of ancient Indian universities of Takshashila and Nalanda. Welcome, ma'am. Let us also welcome Dr. Itikon Watana, an internationally recognized scholar and leading researcher in life energy medicine. Sir has mastered all 5 Buddhist monastic schools and finished Vipassana techniques. He's also gone through a deep pursuit of 25 years of Brahma Kumari's Raja Yoga meditation, uniting spiritual discipline with scientific inquiry. Sir has led Thailand's first integration of life energy science into modern surgical practice. We are glad to have you, sir. Welcome. We have with us yet another remarkable doctor, Dr. J. Dashrath Ramaya. Sir is a pediatric neurologist and consultant neonatologist, head of pediatrics department at RDT Hospital, Bathalapalli, Andhra Pradesh. Dashrath sir has been teaching DNB residents for the past 10 years and has authored 10 publications in index journals. Welcome all of you. We look forward to hearing from you.
Okay, good afternoon everyone. Welcome back. So we will begin with a short panel keynote presentation by Dr. Gopalakrishna sir for 10 minutes and then we'll dive into the panel discussion. GK sir, please. We are privileged to have a lot of guests, a lot of speakers, a lot of distinguished experts at this conference, and some of them, I'm happy to have some of them as my co-panelists. Thank you very much, Dr. Lakshmi, Dr. Dashrath, and Dr. Itikon, and Dr. GK. So how were the morning sessions? Great, wonderful. So for a lot of you, it could be a rehearsal. For a lot of you, it could be a reset. A lot of us continue our practice, and then we just kind of pause. So this is a good opportunity for you to restart your practice. Okay, so I'll give it to Dr. GK. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, morning everyone. So before the slides start. So in this short talk, I would like to pranams to Karthikeyan sir and Dr. Newton sir and all the distinguished guests here and all the panelists also. It's a short presentation, though I have prepared some of the contextual slides and all. today morning when I listened to the great personalities, so most of the content is already covered in that. That is how I felt. Practically, whatever I did in the last 25 years of my spiritual tablet research, those 2 slides I would like to elaborate a bit more, and rest of the slides just will try to have a glance. So I am very happy to participate in this conference. Last year also I was here, and really by bringing the true change in the policymakers, that is how really we can scale up the whole progress we are trying to do in a spiritual health arena. It's not moving. First one. Can I use this? So here we have to understand the global is continuously going. So in this, in spite of spending more, we are not properly reaching the true health from the medical perspective. So dependency on the modern medicine is increased in a great way. These are all the topics today morning we heard from Nagendran sir and all the distinguished guests. And coming to the global health burden, 9 to 10 trillions of annual spending is going towards of the health, and 10% of global GDP is completely devoted towards the health area. In spite of spending high money, and the outcome is very poor from the simple satisfaction to the total health. So the gap in the current system, the physical health is prioritized, and mental and spiritual health is completely ignored, and the preventive approaches are completely lacking in the current system. So finally, the fragmented system is applied. So the whole research work in the last 25 years is based on the principle, spiritual intellect is the root and physical health is the fruit. So when we work on the spiritual intellect, by improving the wisdom, understanding ourselves not just by our body, by our consciousness and energy and wisdom units, we can bring a complete health on the physical plane. So here we are trying to give the spiritual solutions where with the meditation as a primary tool, which starts giving the energy and then the peace of mind and the calmness, and through which the positive thinking will be improved, which boosts the immunity, and the group energy practices like the programs that we are doing will automatically enhance the group consciousness, and then nature living also will give a complete life. So here to look into the research lens, the hormonal studies, there are a lot of research papers where the positive hormones as well as the stress hormones were completely come into balance when we apply meditation on regular basis. And studies by Louis Hay and Deepak Chopra, so many eminent spiritual scientists, they gave their own techniques and thoughts through wisdom, through which one can achieve a greater health and happiness. So these are some of the miraculous case studies which made me to walk in this path as a full-timer. The initial 10 years of practice completely blend into a pure spiritual training. So a case with myasthenia gravis, a complete neuromuscular disorder. Initially he was into 80 mg steroids, and after starting medication on the deathbed itself, every 2 hours, 4 hours, 6 hours he did intense meditation, and over a period of time the drug were completely tapered. And today it's been 12 years with a zero medication, and he is living peacefully across the globe. He is traveling. So a neuromuscular problem patient completely recovering from steroids is like a medical miracle, I can say. And the other case, hemophilia, is from the rural area background. Today, this patient is receiving 10,000 rupees per month from the government for his hemophilia illness, because the government is spending money for all the chronic illnesses where they are supposed to go for regular medication treatment. But with intense meditation sessions and ashram dharma and regular counselings, he was completely recovered. He is not taking any medication, but he is using that money as a monthly amount for him to teach medication in the rural areas. So from the foundation also we are supporting, and he is working as a full-time meditation teacher, working as a spiritual doctor in the rural area, especially targeting the exceptional illnesses. And then she is a teacher. She got scoliosis affected the spine problem, and with that she admitted in my rural medical hospital almost like 12 years ago. 1 month she was there in the hospital. Doctors told because of that spinal correction is not happening, so soon she may die. From that point, she started working on her, and it was completely, even though the bend is still there, the pain part and the suffering was completely gone. And 2 years ago, voluntarily she took retirement, and now she is working as an in charge for the whole Tamil Nadu to teach meditation as a meditation teacher. So all these are like 1 in 10,000 or 1 in 1 lakh cases. When I worked with these illnesses over a period of time, with intense meditations, they got cured, and that really changed their complete perspective in life. So these are the grassroots level. When we say most of the illnesses are cured, especially the chronic illnesses and 1 in 10 lakh illnesses, there's a lot of work is going on behind the screens. The intense meditation practices, we admit them in rural hospitals where they stay for 40 days. Number of times they do the 40 days workout with intense meditations beneath the pyramid in the nature and in the friendly atmosphere with the master's guidance. And with that holistic lifestyle integration changes also will be done, and they will understand the oneness principles, and slowly they will come to understand the purpose of life, the true purposeful meaning. Today morning the Saraswati teacher, she is saying clearly, even though a lot of abundance is there, the real thing is missing. So that whatever that real thing that is missing, they will understand when they go through that journey of understanding the life. And finally, they land in the spiritual service. So in these changing trends, the whole world has to come into oneness. So apart from our self-sadhana, realizing ourselves, each and every individual has got their own community dharma. So that is what meditation and all the spiritual service, that itself becomes as a group practice to realize ourselves and to gain whatever is required. So these are some recommendations during the panel discussion time I would like to exhibit. So in this presentation, the main stress point is when we say the meditation and the spiritual practices that gives a complete health and it reduces the global burden, there must be a proper setup, like how much amount of the meditation practices they are supposed to undergo, and how much amount of the realization, the book reading and the guidance. Once everything is fit in place, then definitely we can achieve a complete health. That's why the people are simply thinking that meditation means it is only a simple stress reliever or a simple, minor agonist only will go away. But most of the tumors and autoimmune disorders we are working, miraculously we are getting result by working a proper quantity of practices that are involved in day-to-day life. Thank you. Thank you very much all.
Thank you, Dr. GK. So I know just a 10-minute micro brief summary of what Dr. GK has done, representative of a lot of cases that we've seen across PSSM, where healing has happened through meditation as one of the modality. So thank you, sir. And of course, last year we had a workshop, and this morning also we had a workshop. A lot of work being done by the Spiritual Tablets team. So let's begin. Let's get to hear from some of the eminent medical doctors as well as some stories of healing from eminent meditation practitioners as well, meditation yoga practitioners. So first I would like to start with one of the first lady masters of PSSM and of course the first lady of QLU, Dr. Lakshmi Newton. And it's been fantastic knowing them through Chandra, and we attended that PLR, past life regression therapy, I think way back in 2005. And one of the pioneers in bringing PLR to India. So madam, you are a medical doctor yourself, and you've probably seen a lot of these cases. And just now we saw a statistic about the mental health crisis or the gap between the growing gap between illness and health. So now, what have you seen? How does meditation help? Can you recount some of your experiences and any cases that you've seen?
Namaskar, my dear friends. First of all, I want to thank Budha CEO for giving me this opportunity to be part of this panel discussion. So holistic living, we all hear this word holistic living, holistic living. Holistic living is conscious living. Living with awareness. Integrating body, mind, emotions and soul. But some of us, we are focusing so much on the physical body and we neglect the mind and the soul. And some of us, we only focus on soul. And we neglect physical body, mind and emotions. So, body is connected to mind, mind is connected to body is connected to soul. They're all interconnected. And somewhere we just tend to, neglect this aspect. Some of us, we focus only on work. We neglect our family. Some of us, we focus only on family and we neglect our work, we neglect our personal growth. So friends, we need to nurture all these aspects of our life. So I just want to share a case study about a scientist whom we met. A very famous scientist who has focused so much on his work, discovering this, discovering that, receiving awards. Only focus was on that. And he completely neglected his body. He completely neglected his family life. Never he gave time to his family, his wife, his children, even to himself. So what happened after living like that for so many years, when he reached 50, he was diagnosed with lung cancer. A sudden shock for him. Because he thought, I have everything in my life. I have health, I have the vigor, vitality, name, fame. So I don't need to do anything. But when he was diagnosed with this lung cancer, because he was such a famous personality, he knew so many doctors, all the specialists, super specialists. And he went to all the doctors and the doctor said, no, now it's too late. We can't do anything because this is the last stage of your cancer. But he didn't accept that. He said, no, I have all the money. I have all the contacts. If this doctor is saying like this, I will go to some other doctor. I will go to some other super specialist. So he just visited almost 10 super specialists and everybody said the same. And finally one friend advised him, see, why are you wasting your time like this? Don't waste your money. Don't waste your time because you have only few months. I'm just saying this, maybe few weeks to live. So just forget everything and just go and do whatever you like. So this scientist realized that and he just wanted to go to his native village. He has not visited his native village for the past 30-40 years. So he just went there. He just built a small hut and he started living there. For the first time in his life, there was a small forest nearby. He just went to that forest every day morning because that's what he wanted to do in his life. For the first time in his life, he started seeing sunrise. What is sunrise? He started listening to the chirping of the birds. And he started relaxing. And one day, when he was just in that relaxed state, he connected to his self. And he received this inner voice from inside, "You fellow, you never relaxed in your life. You never cared for yourself. And just understand that you need to really, focus even on this alignment of body, mind and soul." So he just started relaxing, he started enjoying, he started meeting his childhood friends, he started playing all those games. So it just continued like that. He started living such a natural life, aligning himself with nature, eating fruits, vegetables. So after 1 month, he started feeling better. He started feeling better. And after 2 months, he started feeling much better. And one of his friends advised, "Why don't you go and just get a checkup done?" So after 3 months, he just went and did all the investigations, and there was no sign of any cancer. And he continued to live like that, nurturing all aspects of his life, feeling so happy, feeling so joyful from inside. And after 5 years, he's still alive. After 10 years, he's still alive. Now he wanted to share this good news to all his doctors. So after 10 years, he remembered all those doctors, and he went to the city to just inform them that, see, I'm alive. And when he went there, it was so shocking to hear that all those doctors are not alive anymore. So friends, it is so important for all of us to nurture all aspects of our life. Because everything is connected, everything is related. Have you observed? Whenever you are burdened, whenever you are stressed, you can't sleep that night. Have you observed this? We all have observed this. And you're just waking up and you're all awake and you're eating, munching chips, chocolates the whole night. Because when your mind is disturbed, your body is also affected. And if you don't eat food for maybe 20 days, 1 month, your mind becomes crazy. You have not slept for 10 days, your mind becomes crazy. That shows the connection between the mind, body, emotions, my dear friends. So, it is so important to respect this body. Giving this body the right food, the right exercise. And it is so important to master these emotions, to master the mind, and to align ourselves to the soul. So, there are many modalities. There are many powerful tools. Let me just share one modality, the past life regression, as a powerful modality to heal ourselves. I just want to share this case study about a woman, a middle-aged woman, who came to us, and she was diagnosed with a left breast cancer. There was a lump in the left breast, and the doctor said, "No, now you are diagnosed and we have to operate." And she also had some other problem. She couldn't conceive. It was almost that, they got married for the last 20 years, but, they couldn't conceive. So that was a problem. And she went to almost all the doctors, everything was done, but nothing could help. So she heard about past life regression, and she came to us, and we said, yes, maybe when you understand the root cause, it might help you. And she was so open for this. So when we started doing the session, connecting to the root cause for her problem, for her that left breast cancer, she went back to the root cause, and she saw herself in a village. She just connected to that moment. Directly she connected to that moment where she was just sitting at her own house, holding a baby, her own baby, and she was feeding her baby, the left breast. And suddenly the invaders came and they attacked the village. They were killing everybody in that village. And they suddenly entered and they just, stabbed her from behind. And when they stabbed her from behind, she just fell onto her baby. And her baby got suffocated and died. Can you imagine a mother feeding her baby and somebody stabbed her and she fell onto that baby and that baby got suffocated and died. In those moments of death, the last moments, that mother felt, oh my God, I am responsible for my baby's death. I suffocated. I couldn't do anything. And I don't deserve any child anymore. Because I couldn't protect my baby. And I became the cause for this baby's death. I don't deserve to be a mother. Friends, can you understand? Those last moments, the thought, that belief she carried from that lifetime, in this lifetime, she never wanted to conceive a child. Outside, she wanted to be pregnant, but deep down, she's carrying this guilt. She's carrying this thought that I don't deserve to have a child. So when she understood this, when she could heal, when she could understand that she was not in any way responsible for the death of the child, she accepted, she understood the big picture, and she just went back. She was so happy. She could understand the root cause for her problems. And friends, after 6 months, she came back to us and she said, now there is no lump, there is no cancer in her left breast. And within 1 year, she just came to us with sweets and she shared that I'm pregnant now, I'm conceived. So wonderful. Isn't it amazing, my dear friends? It is so amazing. So that's why we just need to understand sometimes the big picture. You just can't see, a part of the puzzle. We just need to understand the big picture so that we can truly heal ourselves. Because we are whole beings. We are whole, we are complete. And in order to reach that wholeness, we have to make conscious choices in our life. We have to live a life of awareness. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Lakshmi ma'am. And yes, I know I've heard quite a few of such miraculous cases, stories from several doctors, definitely Dr. Newton and Dr. Lakshmi and Dr. GK and several others. So anyway, I'll come back to PLR towards the end of this talk in the panel discussion as well. So now I'd like to go over to Dr. Itikon. So Itikon is from Thailand, and he's seen several cases. He's seen several cases of recovery, miraculous healing happening, right? And Dr. Itikon, yes, can you talk about your experience in terms of how such natural meditation and yoga kind of help in improve the health of people?
Om Shanti. Humble namaste to everyone here. Thank you very much for inviting me for this very auspicious event that I was enjoying this morning, that I told myself that I should come to learn more than to be a speaker. But anyway, the topic, the question from the moderator is only the experience. So I will share my experience because I'm from Thailand. You know that Thailand is a country, it's a Buddhism country of 70 million people, 120 of India, and more than 90% of the Thai people are Buddhism. So we are a Buddhist country that we call that Suvarnabhumi. It's a Suvarnabhumi of the Buddhism. That's the country that I come from. And my experience was that I start learning meditation and Buddhism since I was 3 years old, and do meditation every day 3 years old up to now, 71 years. So that's my experience. But anyway, that was my Buddhism meditation. In Thailand, they have hundreds of meditation methods. Vipassana. They have a lot of Eastern land of Vipassana, more than 30,000 temples, 1,000 ways of that. That's what my Buddhism. Then after that, I have my real experience since my first meditation was when I learned, with the monk school. I am the children of 3 years old. My mother just put me in the class of the monk, and then after every class, they will have meditation session like what we doing, like Dr. Chandra do it here. When I start do meditation, I close my eyes. What happened to my experience was that I was disappear. My body was disappear. Where was my body? And I saw only light. What is the white light, the empty light? Then I have the doubt and hunting, seeking for the light for 40 years. Then I got the answer. Then where did I got the answer? After 20 years old, I came to India, 1975 at Pune, actually that time, at Ferguson College, and study medicine there. Then back to Bombay that time to study my medicine, to continue my medicine. But I think it's not my way, because most of the people, more than 90% of the people, they are not for somatic diseases. They got like a psychosomatic. So I turned to Ayurveda, that one. And then up to now, I had about 20 degrees, hunting for the what is the light. Then at the end, like last 25 years, Dadi Janki, the leader of the Brahmakumaris, came to Thailand. And I just look at her, and because at that time I was a member of the Albert Einstein and Nikola Tesla Society in the world, doing the research and all that in our society. And then I just look at Daddy, and Daddy said that, yes, Daddy come from World Spiritual University, come to me and learn spiritual. I just think, but she already hear and answer from her meditation. Then I follow her to London, to Oxford, back and forth, learning meditation on that. Okay. Then everyone say that, no, I did not enlighten yet. Then you have to come to India. Then I came back to India 2005. When I entered in Brahmakumaris, I feel that, I become light again. And I hear the voice. The light you are looking for is yourself. You are the light. And I am your father. I am also the light. So the light is yourself. And I am the light. So that is my first experience of angelic stage. That was one. And still continue to that. And that, okay, experience the enlightenment. But now, through meditation, I would like to confirm in this stage that only through meditation that can bring us back to even our past. Like, when we do study the science said that starting from the Big Bang. But what is before the Big Bang? Who is observing? Then is that only in the Buddhism scripture only? That is, the sign, the classic sign, reading the book since the second page up now. But what was the first book? The first page is that we can go back to 2,600 years back through meditation. And I use that way of my way. I don't explain the protocol, what I do. But I can go back through meditation 2,640 years. And I hear the Buddha teaching at Varanasi at that time. That was my, and in many past life, and one of the past life in meditation, I saw that I was one of the princess of India in my past life. That was, we saw, that is true meditation only. No other way. Only meditation can bring you back. So that is my experience, that we can go back to even 5,000 years where we are through meditation. That is my experience. So for using my experience is that when I was 60 years, last 10 years, my weight went up to 80 kg. And then I came back to meditation again to put down, because of the diabetes, obesity, to glaucoma, everything came to me. And then through meditation, I put that thing, everything down in 1.5 months. 1.5 months, my weight came down to 12 kg. And HbA1c, that the sugar level from 13.8 to 4.8. That is my real experience, and I use that way to make it short. Integrated 5 disciplines. In the middle, imagine, in the middle is yoga. On the top is the light. We call Jyotish yoga. On the right-hand side is Buddha yoga, Dhyana yoga. Buddha. On the left is Ayura yoga. These 3 connect together, and at the bottom line, all thing is all the quantum physics. These 5 together, that's what I use. Now, we can bring down, the people come with the last stage of cancer. Professor of doctor, they say they are the last period of cancer, but now, 15 years, he is still alive with meditation. Last 3 months, the last case that I want to share my experience, as one lady has a cancer on the colon cancer and ovary 2, and the CA number is 880. But she doesn't want to do any chemotherapy or radiation. I say only one way, you do meditation as I do. And then this month, before I come here, I check. The CA number come from 800 to 8.7 last 3 days before I come. So I have a lot of evidence, lot of hundreds of cases that using meditation. So please come for meditation, this word of Buddha. And we experiment that. We challenge you to do it. If you do it, you will see it. But not only here. The do is, I can say 3 words. You can use the power of thought. You can use the power of imagination and power of visualization. These 3 powers put together, and you can change everything in your life. Okay, that is what I was sharing today. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you very much for the evidence numbers as well. All of you know there are a lot of research studies published as well. I think Dr. GK showed in a few slides. So it is not new. It's long done. And one key message from both Dr. Lakshmi and Dr. Etikon is meditation connects us to our true nature, right? And then it gets back to our roots of living with nature, right? Living in balance. I think that's what Dr. Lakshmi mentioned as well. So wonderful. Now, let me move to Dr. Dashrath. Dr. Dashrath has been doing fascinating work with the care providers, with the medical fraternity and patients in Anantapur district of Andhra Pradesh. So we'd love to hear first your experience in meditation, and then a couple of cases that you want to talk about.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Chandra sir, for giving me this opportunity. I look very small before these stalwarts, and my experience with meditation also very small. But whatever I learned from Chandra sir, that change in my life is the perception shift. So as I'm heading a department with so many residents and doctors and nurses, I used to have turmoil relations with all my colleagues. So whenever I try to discipline my residents, whenever they do some mistake in assessing a child, I used to correct them. But while correcting, I used to have some negative emotion against them. I used to reject internally, then I started correcting them. So at that point of time, all the residents used to go away from me. They are not able to understand what I was intended to communicate with them. So that was the situation, and I am not getting the point. Why they are going away from me? Why can't they understand what I am intending to communicate with them? It will be helpful for them and even for the patients. So that was the situation. Obviously, there used to be a very hostile environment between the residents and myself and other colleagues. So once I came into meditation, I started still correcting them, but now I am accepting the residents as it is. With the mistakes, I started accepting them as they are, and then started correcting them. So now I am carrying the positive emotion against them by accepting them as it is, and then started correcting them. Now they are coming closer and closer to me, and they are getting the point very straight. So relations became so better, and teamwork excelled in the department. To quote an example, so once one resident has delayed treatment for 2 hours for a child. I came to notice in the midnight. So immediately I went there and corrected the situation. But obviously, as the treatment delayed for 2 hours, I got little disturbed and shouted at him and told him to convene a meeting with all the residents by the next day morning 8 a.m. so that I should speak to all the residents. And by telling him, and I started going back to my home. So then I became aware of my internal emotions. Now I am very, very negatively charged against them. So if I go the next day morning meeting with the same emotions, I know I won't talk properly with them. So I don't want to go to the meeting with the same emotions. So immediately after going home, I meditated for 2 hours continuously. So in that meditation, what I realized is, you see, you are a teacher, they are the students. They're entitled to do mistakes. You are entitled to correct them. So in between, why you are thinking negatively against them? So that was the relation I got. So automatically that negative intention, negative emotion against the resident dissolved. And I went to the meeting in the morning with a plain mind and just kept what I wanted to communicate, how these things should not be repeated again. So no negative word came out of my mouth. And the meeting went very well for 1 hour, and they accepted everything what I wanted to communicate with them. So that's how a meeting went well. And another perception shift was previously they used to do 36 hours, 48 hours night duties, residents. They used to come and ask for post-duty night off. But I know if I give post-duty night off, there won't be anyone in the department. And they too know that there won't be anyone in the department if they take off. So I used to thrash them whenever they ask for a night duty off. Because you people know that nobody will be there in the hospital to take care of the children. But how can you ask a post-duty off? So that's how I used to react against them negatively. So later, obviously they will take negatively. But when I came into meditation, what started a change within me is, I started looking from their shoes. So after doing 36-48 hours of night duty, when they are asking for a night duty off, at least I should have spoken softly. understanding their pain. You will be feeling discomfort, no, after so long hours of stressful night duty. But what can we do? If any chance is there, we can take rest. You only can suggest what we can do in such scenario. So like that, I would have responded, but at that point of time, I have not responded in that manner. So now with meditation, so just whenever I remember the residence, previously only negative emotions, negative thoughts used to come. Now completely gratitude, thankfulness is coming out of my heart. So whenever I speak with them, just I speak thankfully, and now they are responding in the same manner. Even they have to do 15 night duties in a month, they are coming forward enthusiastically, not giving a single backward answer. So that is the change I saw in the department. So after I see these changes, dramatic changes in the department, I went ahead to our director, hospital director, suggesting why can't we do these sessions to all our nursing staff and other doctors. So they immediately agreed. We conducted almost 35-40 weekly sessions, like 1 week sessions to all nurses. And even we spread across the organization, covering almost 2,000 plus staff in the organization. That's all, sir.
Wonderful, wonderful, sir. So meditation doesn't just help with physical healing, like what we heard from Dr. Lakshmi and Dr. Itikon. It also helps in emotional healing, right? It improves the social well-being of the group that we are in, individual, including us, and especially Dr. Dashrath. Those kind of emotional issues is not just limited to hospital environment. It is there in every workplaces. So that is why the work that Budha CEO is doing is so essential. That is why Patriji wanted Budha CEO to take meditation to corporates, right? So that heal all those toxic social behavior, which in turn, now we all know, right? Most of our diseases are psychosomatic, which in turn causes this physical illness. So meditation is a powerful tool to heal the illness and health gap. Right? Thank you. I'll come back with one last round of question. But before that, Dr. GK, we've been talking about holistic living, and I know the spiritual tablet protocol covers a whole host of things, including living in nature, including meditation, reading books, a whole panorama of solutions out there. So now, while we all been talking about healing, another part of the topic is also grow, right? And in your view, how does meditation and all the modalities that you have help a person grow as well?
Yeah. So when we are working with the spiritual tablet wisdom, targeting only the health area, slowly over a period of time, an umbrella of projects started booming up, because when I got some cases from a fisherman community, consecutively more than 3-4 cases came from the same area. So then I encountered, and when we looked deep into it, the whole fisherman community, we know how they live the Ahimsa principles as a part of their life. So then over a period of time, I took some sessions, and then a project emerged by the name the Samma Ajiva, the righteous livelihood. So when we started that project, we started teaching them different modalities of earning money other than going for fishing. And in that 40-day program, slowly they started understanding the importance of meditation and plant-based diet. And they came out of their profession, and today they are practicing meditation and they become plant-based diet, and they are completely adopted an alternative method without violence. So here, the whole community in that same village, if you go and see today, there are 8 rooftop pyramids and 2 public pyramids were built. And similarly, in the agency areas, in tribal villages, a lot of meditation centers were built, and they themselves, with their own money, they are building. So apart from the health, and similarly in divine parenting, where the pregnant woman and mother, in all these are all the areas in life where the real happiness and growth that we see. And when people started saying, suppose if we treat one case in a family, with an exceptional illness, whenever they have problem with the finances or relationship problems or whatever the problems that are, become hindrance for them, that also started coming to us. Then we started working on, actually it is supposed to be a lawyer job, who are supposed to handle those areas. But as a part of the growth perspective, whether it can be a finance or abundance or living life in a peaceful environment, then we started working on the social problems by using the spiritual principles. That is how some pocket books related to that area were emerged. So that's why in a community, when the person is happy, physical, mental, social and intellectual planes and the soulful area, then only we can say complete. Health we can define as a just sickness on the physical body. It can be achieved soon, very soon. For me, if you take the whole meditation benefits as an elephant, health can be only a tail of it. But rest of all the things are the development of the real growth in life, understanding the true purpose and then working to it. So that is how a countless of lives, they come for the health, and sooner or later they will understand the importance of meditation in life and they apply it, and very soon they will take their own retirement. In a regular case, maybe they might have planned their life for job or business until they earn a certain amount of money. But when they realize the true meaning of life, as early as possible, they will come out of that material milestones and they will make a different way of lifestyle. Today morning we heard the great story Shri Saraswati Garu, she told. She just came for India for 3-day visit, and then 30 years since she is here, and then transformed the countless of life. The same kind of transformations I am seeing with meditation. So it is not just health, because I am a medical doctor, majority of my focus onto it. But when I see the root cause is in living, the righteous living, and all these areas are, not perfect, then we started working on those areas, and then that real growth in life in the name of true meaning and happiness. That is what Kama, Ardha, Dharma, Moksha, the 4 areas. The righteous way of desires, and Artha, the true meaning of life. The real growth is with the arts and money, not only just money. When we learn an art, that gives us a tremendous happiness in life, as long as we are in this physical body, in this earthly plane. And Dharma and Moksha. So all these 4 components are important, which can be established with a single short solution as meditation. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. GK. So about that village also shows us that how meditation helps us bring positive social change in society. And another important point, I wanted to bring it out later, but Dr. GK covered is, we're not saying meditation helps only improve health. Health, as he said, is the last part of the least common thing that happens when people get into practice of meditation. What is more important is personal growth, social growth, right? And if you look at it, there is a clear dichotomy between Eastern books written by Eastern authors, focusing on yoga and Buddhism. None of those books ever touched about health as a reason for you to do meditation or yoga. Right? It was more about evolution, it's more about knowing who you are. But most of the Western author books begin with how meditation and yoga helps with improvement in health. So more body-based, whereas most of the Eastern books kind of talk top-down, right? More about from inside out. So that's a fascinating discussion. So before I get into the last round of questions, where I'd want each of the panel members, we'll just pass the mic along, to kind of see, we all know so many techniques are available. We know the beauty of meditation, right? And having known the power of meditation, listening to innumerous transformation stories across PSSM, across my PSSM journey, it always bothers, why can't more people be aware of this? Why can't more people just know that just doing a regular practice of meditation will help solve all their problems? So I want your suggestions and thoughts and advice on what are the techniques, what are some best practices that will help the leadership and the policymakers take this to a broader set, right? So before we move on, I know a few of you have been doing closing eye modality, right? And in the audience, hello, are you all awake? Yes. So I just want to clarify, you see a lot of doctors, all the names doctors. Before someone asked me questions about HbA1c and something else, I want to clarify I'm not a medical doctor, I'm a doctor of philosophy. So you can ask those questions to the rest of the panel. All right. So we'll start with Dr. Lakshmi.
So friends, I just want to stress on one point. Yes, meditation is very powerful. We all know that, how powerful meditation is. But apart from being a meditator, practicing awareness is so important in our life. I just want to share this joke about a husband and wife. One day the wife was going out for shopping and she asked the husband, "What do you want? I'm going for shopping. Do you need anything?" Then the husband said, I want inner peace. I want answers for all my doubts. And I want a medium so that I can transcend and connect to my true state. And then the wife said, "Okay, come to the point. What do you want? Smirnoff or Absolute? What do you want? Which brand you want?" So friends, we ignore these symptoms. Whenever your body is presenting a symptom, your body has great intelligence. And your body is trying to tell you something, that something is wrong with you. Your body is trying to tell you that you're not aligned. You're not in alignment. Or whenever you're depressed, whenever you feel sad, I feel sad sometimes. Is there anybody here who can say, "No, I'm always in that state"? Is there anybody? We're all human beings. We all have emotions. We all have physical problems. So whenever we feel sad, whenever we feel lonely, how many of us we become aware of that? Yes. But immediately what do? We just take out a spiritual book and we start reading that book. Or we just go out for shopping. Or we just call a friend. So friends, most of the time we are ignoring these symptoms in our physical body. Whatever the body is presenting to us, whatever the mind is presenting to us as a symptom, as an emotion. So this practice of awareness is so important in our day-to-day life. Because I have seen many people, they are very happy when they meditate, they get healed, they are so happy, they say, "Wow, meditation is ultimate." But I have seen many people, when they start meditating, they get diseases. We have met so many people. And immediately they get into that negative mode. "Oh, meditation is dangerous. Only after meditating, I got this disease." No, meditation is not dangerous. Meditation is such an amazing, amazing tool. So what is happening when you're meditating? When you're meditating, your body is trying to bring it to your awareness. Maybe you have suppressed your emotion for so many years. Maybe you have not really focused on, you have not listened to your body. So the meditation is bringing it out to your awareness. So that practice of awareness helps you to look at that symptom, to look at that point. Immediately you have to attend to that. First recognize, yes, I have this problem, I have this sadness, I have this loneliness inside myself, and then you attend to it. Then you just sit in meditation. Don't postpone that. And when you meditate, then you can recenter yourself. You can align yourself. You can work on that particular issue. You can work on that particular problem. Then only you can reach to your wholeness. So friends, in Hyderabad, we are building a spiritual university, and there are so many villages, almost hundreds of villages. So in all those villages, all the husbands, they work in the morning, they work so much. In the night, they drink alcohol. They're all alcoholics. They come home and hit wives. They abuse their wives. And, if something happens to the crops, they commit suicide. This is how they live their life. So what we did is, as part of this project, we started teaching meditation, and apart from meditation, we also started teaching them about this awareness, how important to have fulfilling relationships, how important it is to care for your family, to be happy, to be joyful. And after 6 months, all the men in most of the villages, they stopped drinking alcohol and they started respecting their wives. And even the suicide rates have come down. So friends, this awareness is so important because we are whole. We are complete beings. The word health came from the word whole. We are whole. So it is so important to live consciously, to make conscious choices in our life, so that we focus on each and every aspect in our life and we nurture all aspects of our life so that we can live a meaningful and purposeful life. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. So, straight to this question. In the 2008, I quit my hospital and I came out to become a full-time workshop trainer and a spiritual guide for the patients exclusively. The only hope that whatever being a medical doctor, I realized the importance of meditation and the wisdom in health area. No doubt one day the policymakers, educationalists, industrialists, whomsoever, who can influence the society, who can serve the community, will realize that. And definitely I will have my own place in all those areas to serve the same. Instead of having a pure body-based hospital, I can work from there, from BMS complex, and we can give a complete health. So straight away, I hit the point that all the policymakers, whatever the level they may be, including the private foundations, if they can spare some amount of place or the area to give the education. See, earlier, there is no physiotherapy unit in the medical hospitals. When there are certain illnesses, lifelong they are supposed to carry, then the physiotherapy unit is attached. Similarly, every hospital must be equipped with a soul care unit where the meditation will be done, that knowledge can be given, and that is where really we are going to give health for every individual. And from the patient perspective, whenever there is a chronic illness or a serious illness, today the patients are ready to spend lakhs of rupees, even it is for chemotherapy or radio or whatever. If you take a simple low back pain with a disc problem, they are ready to go for surgery by spending around 1 lakh money, and easily it will take 1 to 2 months of time to get recovery. The same amount of time, if they go for a 20-day full-time bed rest and meditation workout, happily they can get out of it without even spending a single rupee of money. So here, I mean to say, when we are thinking to invest a lot of money and time in the body care system of healing, why can't we spare the same amount of time and money to do some spiritual service, to understand ourselves, to do sadhana? So if the patient perspective is changed towards quantification of efforts that they are supposed to do, anywhere they are doing in medical wise, if they do the same in spirituality, definitely they are bound to get a greater results. And it is not only for that particular illness, for the lifetime, they become completely healthy and happy. So that's why the change has to come from the patients as well as the policymakers. Thank you.
Wonderful.
In the last 2 years, NMC, National Medical Commission, came out with a instruction like all MBBS students should have a induction program in the first 2 to 4 weeks of their joining a medical college. So in that, personal social communications, meditation, yoga, they made a mandatory for the training. So, but what is missing is minimum common protocol is missing. That's why nobody is actually entertaining such sessions for medical students. Unless someone from outside approach the principal, then only they are accepting to have a session. So maybe Buddha CEO with the other proponents of meditation can come together and form a minimum common protocol for a meditation curriculum. If we approach Ayush Ministry and they propose it, it becomes widespread so that awareness will become easy. As some senior meditator was telling yesterday, awareness, acceptance, association. So first thing is awareness. For awareness, obviously there should be some minimum common protocol which comes through government. Then it becomes very easy to reach every nook and corner. And apart from that, we should make naturopathy a integral part of every allopathic hospital, so that allopathic doctor, they will be treating with some medications, but every lifestyle disorder, as you all know, 95% are psychosomatic disorders. So obviously, whether you treat with medicines or not, they should go through that naturopathic approach also. So good food, good meditation, yoga. So all that training should happen within the premises of allopathic hospital. So that we can give comprehensive health care for the people. Thank you, sir.
Last 3 minutes suggestion is that follow your father. First father is a father of medicine. Hippocrates said that every healing is a self-healing. So nobody can teach, can heal the others. They can heal themselves. Second father of India, Mahatma Gandhi. If you want to change the world, starting from change yourself. Okay, that is father said. And Prajapita father said that if you want to heal the others, starting from heal yourself. So my suggestion is that everyone can heal yourself through meditation and samadhi. That is the first thing. And from my research, I used to present in the summit that from 2020, the world will be changed. But in 2018, I met Patriji, and he has a cancer at that time. I just asked him frankly, Patriji, if you are not here, who will continue this? Said that, no worry, my brother, he called me brother, no worry, my brother, my good friend, I will set up something, just give them the hands. Then by 2019, I came to know D.R.K. Kadikan at Brahmakumaris, and then the next year, 2020, D.R.K. Kadikan sir told me that now they have organization to work for the world that Patriji told you. It is Budha CEO by Dr. Chandra. So that is my suggestion is that teach them how to heal themselves. And then after that, what we do in scientific way is that do the research. So we have the university, follow the American Constitution that just do the research, not only heal yourself, because the Supreme Father said that make the others equal to Father, means everyone will equal. So equal to Father means they can help yourself. Being a hospital and being a university. And how much you need? You need only 3 square meter land for setting up university and hospital. So anyone can do that. The life sample have done and show us that was Patriji sir. He has shown that, and he has the pyramid, and I follow him. I have my pyramid valley at Love Khao Yai, Paradise on Earth in Thailand. That was you can visit us, and it already proved that to do the easiest way and fast way or super highway is through meditation, samadhi, and using pyramid energy. That is my conclusion and my suggestion at the last. Thank you very much.
Wonderful. Thank you. Really wonderful suggestions. I hope you take note and then drive it forward. So thank you very much, my esteemed panel of doctors. And it's been fantastic interacting with you. So before we break, a couple of this one. So Dr. Newton and Lakshmi Newton are here. So I think in a continuation of Dr. Lakshmi's talk here, I mean, some of the observations she made, there's a workshop on conscious relationships and conflict resolution at 5:15 p.m. today. And we spoke about PLR, again, coincidentally, right? So we are having a past life regression workshop by Dr. Newton or Dr. Lakshmi Newton on Monday and Tuesday here in New Delhi. It's happening in the Grand Hotel. And people who are interested, you can pass the message as well. If people who are interested can sign up at buddhaco.org/PLR. All right. So with that, again, I wish to thank the esteemed panel, and we'll move on. Thank you. I hope it was useful. Yes, round of applause.
Those were some really inspiring stories highlighting the true power of meditation and awareness on health and growth. We are very grateful for all of you for the impactful service that you're doing. Thank you so much. As a token of our gratitude, I would like to invite Mr. Jaykumar, MD of PMC Tamil, and Mrs. Himabindu, Senior Pyramid Master, and Srimati Sujata Sriram, founder of Chandrasekhara Maha Pyramid Meditation Center, to felicitate our panelists.